Something is happening to you right now that you have misunderstood completely. That obstacle that just appeared in your path, that unexpected setback, that moment where everything seemed to fall apart, right when you thought you were finally getting somewhere. You looked at it and thought, not again. Why now? Why when I was so close? But what if I told you that this challenge, this exact difficulty you are facing right now, is not a sign that you are moving backward? It is the final confirmation that you are closer than you have ever been. This is the final test, and the fact that it has arrived means only one thing. Your breakthrough is not coming. It is here. It is waiting on the other side of this exact moment. Stay with me, because what you are about to understand will change how you see everything. I know where you are right now. You have been doing the work. You have been patient. You have held on to hope when everything around you gave you reasons to let go. You have stayed consistent when nothing seemed to change. You have believed when belief felt impossible. And just when you thought you could finally exhale, just when you sensed something shifting, just when you allowed yourself to think maybe this time is different, something went wrong. Maybe it was a conversation that crushed you. Maybe it was an opportunity that dissolved at the last second. Maybe it was a situation that suddenly became more complicated than it has ever been. Maybe it was just a feeling, a wave of doubt, so strong it knocked the breath out of you. And now you are sitting with that familiar heaviness, that voice in your head whispering things like, "See, I told you, nothing ever works out for you. You were foolish to believe this time would be different." You feel tired, not the kind of tired that sleep fixes, the kind that settles into your bones, the exhaustion of hoping and being disappointed. Again and again and again, I need you to hear something. That voice is wrong, and I am going to show you why. Here is what nobody tells you about transformation. The path to your next level is not a straight line. It is not a gentle upward slope. Right before every major breakthrough, there is a moment that looks exactly like breakdown. Think about it. Before the dawn, the night is darkest. Before the birth, the contractions are most intense. Before the butterfly emerges, the chrysalis cracks. This is not poetry. This is pattern. A pattern that repeats across nature, across history, across every single story of someone who made it through to the other side. The final test is not a punishment. It is a gate. It is the last checkpoint before you cross into the reality you have been building toward. And here is why it has to exist. Your next level requires a version of you that cannot be shaken by external circumstances. It requires a you that trusts even when there is no evidence, a you that keeps walking even when the path disappears, a you that holds the frequency of your future even when the present screams otherwise. That version of you cannot be created through ease. It can only be forged through one final fire. This is that fire. The challenge you are facing is not asking whether you deserve what is coming. It is asking whether you are ready to hold it. Can you stay anchored in your knowing when everything around you creates doubt? Can you remain steady when the ground shakes? Can you hold on to your vision when reality offers no proof that it is working? That is what this moment is measuring. And by being here, by still listening, by still searching for truth instead of giving up, you are already passing. So how do you know this is truly the final test and not just another setback? How do you know you are close and not simply lost? There are 3 signs. The first sign is the timing. The final test always arrives when you are closest to your breakthrough. Not at the beginning of your journey, not in the middle. It comes right at the edge. It appears precisely when you have done enough work that the old reality can no longer hold you, but you have not yet fully stepped into the new. Look at when this challenge appeared. Did it come after a period of growth? After you started believing things could really change? After you felt something shifting inside you? That timing is not coincidence. It is confirmation. The second sign is the intensity. The final test feels disproportionate. It hits harder than it should. It triggers you deeper than makes logical sense. You find yourself more shaken than the situation seems to warrant. This is because the final test is not really about the external circumstance. It is about activating every remaining doubt, every old wound, every limiting belief that still lives in your system. It brings everything to the surface so it can be cleared once and for all. If this challenge has touched something deep in you, something older than this moment, that is the sign. The final test always echoes. The third sign is the strange calm beneath the chaos. This one is subtle, but it is the most important. Even as you feel the fear, Even as the doubt screams, there is something else, a quiet knowing underneath it all, a part of you that is not panicking, a stillness at your center that whispers, "You are going to be okay." This is part of it. That calm is not denial. It is your deeper wisdom, recognizing what your conscious mind cannot yet see. It is your soul remembering that it chose this moment. If you can feel that stillness beneath the storm, even faintly, you are in the final test, and you are closer than you have ever been. You do not fight this moment. You do not try to force your way through it. You do not collapse under it. You breathe. You stay present. You let it move through you without letting it define you. The final test is not passed by figuring out the perfect solution. It is passed by holding your frequency regardless of what is happening around you. Every time you choose trust over panic, you pass. Every time you return to your center instead of spiraling, you pass. Every time you remind yourself that this is temporary and your breakthrough is certain, you pass. This challenge does not need you to solve it. It needs you to survive it with your faith intact. And here is the truth that will carry you through. You have already survived everything that has ever tried to break you. Every hard season, every disappointment, every moment you thought you could not continue. You are still here. That is not luck. That is resilience. That is strength you did not even know you were building. This moment is no different. You will look back on this challenge and understand why it had to happen. You will see how it was the final piece, the last refinement, the pressure that created the diamond. Your breakthrough is not on the other side of someday. It is on the other side of this. So hold on, not desperately, but with quiet certainty. The way someone holds on when they know the storm is almost over, because it is. This is your final test, and you are already passing it. If this message found you at the exact moment you needed it, leave a comment with the words, "I am passing." Let the universe hear your declaration, and if you know someone who is facing their own final test right now, share this with them. Your message might be the sign they have been waiting for. Subscribe for more, because your journey does not end here. This is just the beginning of everything that is about to change. Take a breath. You are closer than you know.